I wondered if I could use the tire that I use for the turntable to make a wheel type gyroscope similar to the bicycle wheel. This is a 16-inch, it's across the whole diameter there, solid polyurethane flat free tire that I got from Harbor Freight. Works good for this turntable. Can I make a gyroscope out of this thing? Let's take a look at it. Well, let me show you what I did. This is a 3-foot long piece of 5/8 inch steel rod. I ground to a point on one end. This is the wheel. That's a 5/8 inch ID locking collar. I've got a 5/8 inch ID locking collar there. So in this case, this wheel spins freely while the axis stays stationary. So I needed a way to spin up the wheel since I can't spin the axis. Here's what I came up with. Got some 3/4 inch OD structural steel tubing. It's large enough ID to fit over the 5/8 rod. This end, I've got a 1/2 inch PVC to 1.5 inch PVC bushing here, slip type fitting, and just glued it in using JB Weld plastic welder. This is a 1.5 inch plastic coupling. Just used PVC cement to stick that to that. Now this end of this thing, I cut these notches, angled on one side. Okay. Now the idea is these notches go over this. They actually fit right into the spokes, and that should work. Now this end, what I did was, this is just about a 1.5 inch stainless steel, just a regular hex head bolt, and I used JB Weld steel version to weld that or glue that down inside the other end of this tubing. So this way I can put an extra nut on there and use my drill to spin it up like I did the bicycle wheel in one of the other videos. So I'll show you how this spin up attachment works. This is our wheel, spins freely on this 5/8 inch steel rod. Put this over that, locks in there, and then I can just, ideas, if I mess up it just comes loose because of the angle and the notches. So I can just pull that off. Then I've got my wheel type gyroscope. I'm just going to try to spin it up like a big giant top. Let's see what that does. Okay, I've got that wheelbarrow tire homemade gyroscope out there. We're going to spin it up and see what happens. This was a spectacularly bad idea. I had to go look for this thing as it took off down through the brush there, and consider how I could redesign it. Okay, I shortened the length from 36 inches to 16 total, with 6 inches below the wheel. We're going to spin that up and see what it does. Well, this confirms that wheelbarrow tires aren't designed to go 100 miles an hour. But it worked, even though it's wobbling a good bit. So that was somewhat surprising. Well, as you can see, that did the trick. My problem was the steel rod weighed almost as much as the tire, and there was just too much leverage on that and all that dead weight, because the rod really is not spinning. It's really the tire spinning around the rod. So by shortening that down, it worked good. Spun up just like a regular top. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click on the round Anisotropic Plus subscribe button and check out our other links. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.